Hello and welcome to the Stellar Monarchs preview show. Myself, Graham Munsey, joined by Dave Harley as we look ahead to a feast of Speedway this weekend, Dave. With no offence to Saturday night, it's the Monarchs versus the Scorpions in Championship playoff action. 23 and a half hours before that, as you see on screen, on Friday night. It's the Monarchs Academy versus Mildenhall. I think there's 3 Northern Junior League matches thrown in there as well over the course of the 2 nights. So a plethora, here's the word I'm going to use, Dave, a plethora of Speedway ahead.
Yeah, loads of track action. It's been a while since we've seen the Academy boys. Obviously, they're hoping to finish the season in style. And the Monarchs, obviously, we had our playoff at Scunthorpe last weekend. Didn't quite go to plan. This is match number 2, and it's going to be a big match. You want to try and get ourselves in there. And we're in the playoffs. We've got to try and make our mark.
You mentioned that there will be match number 2. Of course, we were due to head down to Poole tomorrow, Wednesday night, but that has been put back a week due to the weather forecast. So a chance for the boys, and one man who's desperate to do that joins us now. It's Kai Thomson.
Hey, Kai, guys.
Thanks very much for joining us.
Yeah.
Hey, Kai, how you doing, mate?
No worries. Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. We're just saying, obviously, that first match didn't quite go to plan last weekend, but we're at our home track this weekend. It's a Saturday night, a little bit different, a wee bit earlier at 7 o'clock start, but I'm sure we'll be determined to show the real capability of the Monarchs.
Yeah, it was disappointing. The Scunthorpe, we knew they were going to be strong, and what they've done down in Poole was impressive, and it was just one of them days that nothing really went right. But personally, for me, I've visited the track 4 times, and it's just never worked for me. So and it's frustrating. I take it on the chin, and I carry that with me, and it's just not like that I care. It's just I'm really disappointed about my performance, and it's just one of them things. Like Sedgy, he's put in great scores recently at Scunthorpe, and it just showed he had a day where it was one just didn't work out for him, and same goes for Lassie, and 13+3 last visit there, and then to only have 1, and it's just disappointing. So it's something you don't know how to turn it around, because I've always approached the place differently, and it's just a shame that it's playoffs and it's really hurt us. But I'm just gonna go back and over the summer and really work on slick tracks, because it's just been a very poor what do you say? It's a bad slick's just not my thing, and I've never been able to really make it work, and that's why when there's dirt on the track at Edinburgh, my scores are quite well. So it's something I'm going to work on, and yeah, it's a shame you see all them comments. I don't try and read them, but they do pop up here and there, and it's frustrating because Scunthorpe's just one of them tracks where it's not that we didn't ride any harder than last time. It's just it's a very all about how your bike's working, getting that power to the ground, and they've just got it mastered, the Scunthorpe team, and a lot of their riders have been around a long time around that track. So yeah, hats off to Pico as well. He put in a great performance, and he got it working and showed him the way around. But yeah, it's just all of us, all the rest of us struggled quite badly in it, and it's very frustrating. But
Yeah,
yeah, we just have to move on and yeah, hope and do our best on on Saturday, and see how we go. But yeah, hats off to Scunthorpe. They've really come on strong.
that's the thing, isn't it, Kyle? And you've mentioned it there, and it's frustrating, but that proves how much everyone cares that they're hurting. And there's a quick chance to put that behind them and kind of come tapes up on Friday. Last weekend has to be forgotten about. Yes, 59-31. It's a big ask to go chasing a bonus point, but first and foremost is getting at 46 and making sure that the win on the night goes the Monarchs' way, and then you kind of take what you can against Poole. You set yourself up, and you know what's needed after that.
Yeah, that's right. And but yeah, it's been surprising enough, like the way our year's gone. Just think one after the other of problems and availability of riders, and yeah, we've just copped it all year. And so it was a great effort we all put in last week to even get in the playoffs, and it was something to be proud of to turn that around. And yeah, we really showed what we're about. But yeah, we've just come to a track where it's really important, and yeah, we've never been able to really show Scunthorpe the way around on their home track, and it's because it's difficult, that place, and it's different to probably I find it the hardest out of it's quite easy to ride, but to be fast is a different thing. So
Yeah, fast and staying in front as well, isn't it? I mean, it's
yeah, we're
yeah,
all on the stopper. It's just we're all flat out, and it's about trying to make it work. And we don't go there riding any. We're all there with heart, and it just they've just got it all worked out. And there's a lot of years of experience. Them boys have been on that track a long time, and it's good they'd be able to pass that knowledge down to the newcomers and get them going, and it showed. So
yeah, and of course they were riding high with confidence after picking up a point at Poole as well. So that's just the way
yeah,
it goes.
definitely they
Sometimes,
would have been feeling good.
yeah, we've got to thank you for your candid honesty there, Kai. Lots of support on the chat. You've got the usual guys. Chris Ramsey saying hello, the big dog. Ian Marshall was all the best for the remaining matches because we still have 3 matches where it is still possible to make it up for. I know it's a massive ask, but it's not completely impossible. Lynette said good evening, or even Kenny Creighton is watching, I think, so listening rather than watching. Maybe you should watch as well as listen, Kenny. And of course, Stevie Lumsden's in saying we've got Kai Thomson racing t-shirts as well. We should get the plugs in for that.
That's my model.
And Chris said, start afresh, guys. Chin up and let's smash it this weekend. And yeah, the same from Lynette as well. So chin up for Saturday and Wednesday. So all the folks out there are obviously willing you on, as you say. The guys are trying their best, and yeah, we've got 3 more matches to go, so we can only just go and give it a go.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we can do, and I think we'll go well if Gordon does another great job. He done a hats off to Gordon. He really done well last week with the track, and the score showed 60-29. I don't think I've ever been involved like in a meeting at Armadale. The score's been that high, so no, it was impressive from the boys, and everyone loved it. And yeah, I just hope we can have that similar track. And I think with all this rain, it'll get down into the base, and it'll be quite good if the rain above stays away.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? We can only do what we can do for now, and it all starts again on Saturday. A bit of a settled team now. You mentioned Kai. You know, all season you probably didn't know who was going to be in the pits when you showed up at some of the matches, but you know, this week, Sedgy back in for Craig at number 1, and everyone else as programmed. So that's been unusual. It must be nice for you actually to show up and see the rest of the boys there rather than missing pit bays or random guests that have been called in at the last minute.
Yeah, that's right. Honestly, it felt like I was guesting for another team, or you're turning up and you're just riding with riders that you're not really ever on your team. So no, it was good to have Lassie and Paco back as well. It's got the band back together, and shame that the way things worked out with Craig, like he being away, it's a big loss for us, and hopefully it's good we got Sedgy, and hopefully he can turn things around to his recent week and get back on track. So
yeah, I mean, hopefully Sedgy will go a lot better at Armadale on Saturday, and he certainly, again, he was trying his hardest at Scunthorpe last week, but you know, if we've got an out-and-out number 1 in that position, and we all understand why it's happened, an extra 7 or 8 points on Sedgy's score, and the aggregate score isn't beyond us this weekend, but the 28 points is a massive ask. Lassie is watching, he's asking, how important is it to circulate and speaking? Is that
That's a joke. That's a joke between ourselves. It's hilarious. Doesn't make sense, but it does to us.
I'm sure we won't ask for an explanation on that. It is only 7:45. We're not going out post 9 o'clock yet, so we'll leave that one there. And of course, tickets are available for both matches this weekend. edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets is your link to pick those up. And if you can't make it along, both matches and the Northern Junior League stuff after will be streamed also. So it's edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV to pick up your links for that.
Although I do believe the Saturday match is back on BSN again this week, Graham, but Friday nights will be on the EMTV stream.
Oh, of course, that's right. So it's watchbritishspeedway.co.uk for your stream for Saturday night, unless you are a gold ticket holder and can't make it, in which case myself and Mike will still be there for that also. Dave, if we flick up and have a look at the Scunthorpe team now, and I think this pretty much just shows and reiterates what you were saying earlier on there, Kai. I look at that team, and I think potentially, I could be wrong, but I think only Pam Toft has had a spell out. I think everyone else has been there pretty much all season, and we saw that Michael's now back to kind of full fitness and flying, and it's a strong team. I mean, we saw when they went to pool, if you've got a number 1 that can put 17 points on at pool and a reserve putting on 13 paid 15, if you get 30 points for the top and bottom, it doesn't leave too much for the rest of the guys to do to get a good result, and that's kind of been the strength of Scunthorpe's season.
Yeah, that's right. And it's hard to understand for me, just like they're just strong. They got Drew Kemp at reserve, and like that's really very good for them. Like it's wish we could do something, have the same, like he's had so much experience in this in the England and top league, bottom league, and racing in Poland, and just for them to have him in reserve, and someone like Connor Mountain at 2, it's just strong, and it's hard to understand how they fit in, and it's they're just, I say, look, the way it's built, they're a lot stronger than us. So, but it's just things we have to deal with and try our hardest.
Yeah, and not only that, you talk about the strength all the way through the team there. There's 2 or 3 of them having the seasons of their life. Oh, we've lost Kay for a second there. Hopefully that's some of the way back. Lost you briefly there. I'm just saying there's 2 or 3 of them having a season of their life. I think Ryan Douglas is now is going to be the top rider in the league, I think, come the end of the season. Simon Lambert, I think you said already, Graham, having a fantastic season. Connor Mountain.
He's on having the form of his career, and it's going well. They're really showing it in this crucial part of the season.
Really top team, and they're turning up at the right important time. We always talk, when we talked about getting to the playoffs, it's not the team that's best in March, April, May, June, etc. It's the team that's best in September and October. It's going to be now for the final, I think, the way the rain-offs are going. But I think if they get past us, they're going to be a strong team. They're going to be a good team to beat Scunthorpe to the title this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep, and of course that match is 7 p.m, slightly earlier tapes up time on Saturday. EdinburghMonarchs.co.uk/tickets is your link for that. We have been told, obviously, there is the supporters bus heading out. I think it leaves half an hour earlier than it normally would on a Friday, just because of the half-hour start time. And then the usual, I don't know what the arrangements are after. Is it 15 minutes after Heat 15 is the normal?
Yeah.
The normal arrangements for that. Before that, on Friday night, it's the last home match of the season for the Monarchs Academy. It's Mildenhall that come a call on. And Kai, I guess probably not one you've seen too much of. You maybe spent a bit of time with Dale and in and around, but have you seen much of the Academy boys this season at all?
Not really. I haven't honestly. Just the ones of the double header. There was one night double header, and it was quite good. I stayed back and watched after our race, and from the first meeting I seen at the start of the year to back a little while ago, it was good to see how much a lot of them gotten progressed, and it was good to see. But I still see Jacob a lot, and so you're always having a look how the scores are going and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to see the Adam Roynan's. I think he's definitely pending to be back. Hopefully, he will be back on Friday night. Adam and a strong team, and they can get off to finish the season on a high. It's not quite gone the way we'd want with the Academy. They are not actually going to make the playoffs. Only two teams make it: Leicester and Oxford. Strong favourites. In fact, Mildenhall, the visitors on Friday night, they're the only team that can still mathematically make it, but they would need to win at Armadale on Friday, and then for us to win at Oxford when we go there. But I'm sure the boys will be desperate to go out on a high and finish the season with a win.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dave. That'll be the aim. And I spoke to for the programme for Friday night, and he was saying that. He says, got 2 matches left. Let's go out and do what we can. Starting on Friday, as you've mentioned, the big boost is hopefully the return of Adam Roynan. So probably similar to the Monarchs Championship team, is as strong or settled a team as the Academy have been able to put out all season, and it comes at the end. Mildenhall, there's 2 guests, as you can see there at number 6. Sam Ward comes in for Sam Woolley, and Llewellyn Richardson comes in for William Richardson. So a Sam for a Sam and a Richardson for a Richardson. Nice, keeps it nice and easy for the programme. But you look at the Mildenhall, and probably their strength is the top 4. At National League level, Alfie Botel, Declan Rice, as he's now known apparently in Speedway circles, if anyone's seen the Scottish Sun today, and Phil Lannon's article in there. Ben Trigger, Lee Complin, George Congreve, so 2 guys certainly with plenty of second tier experience, and then a couple of guys that have dipped their toes in the water there as well, Dave. So it won't be easy.
No, definitely not. As Alfie Botel is impressive at this level, and we all know that you get with Lee Complin, his legs going to be flying out, trying to go down the outside, but sometimes it looks more what's the phrase looking for, dynamic than it actually ends up being. But it's always exciting to watch. So there'll be some good races, some good mix of youth and experience in that Mildenhall team. But I'm sure, as I said already, that the Academy want to go out the high and finish the season with a win.
Yep, that's the plan. We can see a few more comments, although it looks like it's turned into a mechanics chat. We've got, Stephen Kieran Lydon, he's post-op, so he had his shoulder operation on Friday. I'm guessing he must still be on the heavy dose painkillers, as he's got a message there saying Scott Wilson, team manager of the year. and love heart in it. I mean, that must still be. Tramadol's a wonderful, wonderful thing, Kieran, isn't it? But yeah, Kieran there, wish you all the best. He was messaging me on Friday from the hospital, Dave, so I know he's in good spirits. So we wish him all the best in his recovery over the winter. And then, yeah, I guess beyond that, Kai. Sorry, Dave, on you go.
I was just going to say, it sounds like he's after a Kai Thomson t-shirt. If Ramsey's going to model him as well.
That's it.
He's asking if you've got it in kids size. That's
yeah. I got the extra small kids just for him.
Yeah, save him on VAT. Does he get a 20% discount if it's kid sizes? You don't pay VAT on that, so you'll be happy with that. But yeah, Kai, I was just going to kind of go and touch back to your it's been an up and down year, on track, off track. Obviously, we had that really worrying sort of few weeks with illness and stuff. So, yeah, there's still a job to do, but I'm guessing 2023 might not be one that you look back on too fondly when it's all said and done.
Yeah, that's right. I had 2 good or great years and for myself, and yeah, I suppose it can't always be great every single year, but it's things happen for a reason, and I'll look back when I go back to Australia and I'll just assess what I need to work on, and because it's some things that you forget, and so yeah, we'll go back to basics and look where my weaknesses are, and really try and build on that, and because yeah, I want to eliminate much as that as possible, and always take it on the chest, and always want to get better. So because obviously, I always care about the team side of things, and just want to bring some silverware for the club, and but yeah, we'll definitely go home and work hard on that, and because and hopefully have a great 2024 season.
Yeah, obviously, it's as you can tell from your voice, and for everybody, it's been a painful season. We've still got 2 or 3 matches left. Hopefully, maybe finish on a bit of a high. Not easy matches, things like that. But yeah, no, that's it's great to see the passion and how much you care in there, Kai, and we all do. As all the guys are right behind you as well. Just return to the comments. We've got Joshy Pickering's on as well, talking about Graham's got the best t-shirt on and all. So I don't know so much about that. Then a couple of other ones looking forward to Friday night. Nick McLean's looking forward to Friday night. And Stephen Hilton with the asking at the bus pick up Westland this week. We'll scan past that one. Sorry, didn't read that one before I put it on the screen.
Enough
without Busgate.
That's for sure.
So I think that's all there with John Clements. We'll finish on the comments with John Clements, who said, confident I win, Kai, and the boys will be at their best. I'm sure that's it. Thanks to everybody for all their comments they do during these shows.
Yeah, sounds good. So, as we've mentioned already, big weekend of Speedway action at Armadale. It kicks off at 7:30 on Friday night when it's the Monarchs Academy versus the Mildenhall Fen Tigers. That follows up on Saturday at 7 p.m. when the Monarchs take on the Scunthorpe Scorpions in the Championship playoffs. Tickets available in edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets, and your stream for Friday edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV, and for Saturday it's on the British Speedway Network. So I think that's watchspeedway.co.uk. Northern Junior League meetings on both Friday and Saturday as well. So I think that's an extra 12 heats on Friday and then another 6 on Saturday. There's six heat meetings, aren't they? So loads of action for everyone to enjoy this weekend. Kai, as always, we like our guests to have the final word. So any final words, or anyone you want to say hello or thanks to, or anything like
that? Actually, a girlfriend told me that I have to say beautiful Lucy. So that was my words I was ordered to say. So there you go. And it's been a pleasure again. So yeah.
Perfect. Well, Kai, thanks very much for joining us. And until A Saturday night for you, Kai. Friday night for the rest of us, as always. To all those watching, thanks very much and good night.
Thanks
All
very
right,
much.
thank you. Good night.
See ya.